Good evening, everyone. My name is Debbie Singleton, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I come to you live Monday evenings at 7 p.m. Hope everyone had a great weekend. We are having wonderful, wonderful weather here in Arizona, so it was beautiful. And today was the special eclipse, so hopefully everyone got to see that. I did not have special glasses, so I did not get to see it, but it was just kind of like overcast, like all of a sudden for like a few minutes. So, I mean, I didn't go outside and look at it because you're not supposed to without special glasses, but it was super exciting. And of course, several people I have all over the country. I have lots of friends, and they've been posting all over Facebook. So I got to see it through them, which was super exciting and quite something to see through their eyes, through the camera lens. Such a thing that we, only get to see once in a lifetime. So quite amazing. Quite amazing. But so I've been struggling with what card I was going to do this evening. I got an invitation for a graduation in May. I know it's early. Then I saw that my dear friend's granddaughter is graduating pre-kindergarten. So I was like, oh my goodness. So I want to make some graduation cards. So I was scouring, what kind of graduation cards to make. And so I kind of came up with a couple of ideas, but one took me forever to make. And I'm like, for me to try and make that card on a live, I don't think I could do. So I changed my mind like 3 times. And so by the time I figured out how to make one, and oh my goodness, that was just crazy. Oh my goodness. So this lady made this really cool card, and her name, Tammy White. So this is this really super cool card, and she calls it the envelope card or something like that. Super cute card. Oh my goodness, this took me like all day Sunday to make. I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't know that I can make this on a live. But so this is the card that I'm actually going to send to my nephew, and I don't know him very well. Sorry, my nephew's son. I don't know him as well. I know my nephew's daughter better than I know my nephew's son. We're closer, but but I was just oh my goodness, it's super cute. It's really adorable, but I just don't know if I could make this on a live. It took me forever, but it's really a cute card. So it's just a lot of angles and a lot of how to cut this out. So it's actually the basis of it, how she has you make this. She has the template, but my measurements did not measure to hers. So it's actually a 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4.25. And then you do scores, you put a little dot at the 2 3/4, and then you score at 2 1/8 on each side. That did not work out for me. Somehow, I don't know what, I think that was just my, so I actually ended up having to do, and she has a whole like sheet on how to do it. I think I don't know what I was doing. So I actually had to end up doing my own, and I actually ended up wanting to add some different colors. Their school colors, I looked up their school colors. Thank you. This is their school colors, this sort of this blue, so I wanted to add that. So I just kind of did that. So that's the card I made for him. And then I saw also, I think it was on Pinterest, and then also this lady, she's a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. She made this card, super cute card. So I think that this is also another easy card to make. This one's actually easier. So this measurement is 11 by 5.5, 4.25. and then you score it at 5.5, and then that gives you your fold. And these triangles actually were a lot easier, and I did not write down what those for. Did not write down those measurements. And then I just did, so I got this, congratulations, graduate, we have right now, and I think that it's on this isn't carrying over, the cap and gown is not carrying over, so I think it's on the goodbye list, so you can purchase it on that list. So it has class of, congratulations, graduate, and it has all these stamps. It's just a stamp set. And then on the inside, you can always put all of the hard work was worth it. You can stamp it on the inside, but this was much easier. And then I made this tassel, and I just went on YouTube and YouTubed how to make a tassel. So again, that was his colors. So then my friend's granddaughter is graduating pre-kindergarten. So this lady did a card, which I thought was more appropriate. So that this is the card we're going to put together, because it was actually cuter just to be a cute little card. So I'm using the balloon, what's it called? Beautiful balloon set. And so I'm kind of just doing a little bit different than she did. So I'm using a white card base. So their colors were also, she also had a blue color. I saw she had a cap and gown on. It looked so cute. And that reminded me of my daughter when she was graduated out of preschool and then went to kindergarten. It was so stinking cute. She had a little white cap and gown on and blue tassels. So her colors were this other color, blue too. Best I can tell. And switch you over here. Maybe. There we go. Best I can tell, it was kind of this bluish color. So this is the color blue that I went with. So we're going to use 5.5 by and then by 8.5. Sorry, oh my gosh, 5.5 by 8.5, and scored it at 4.25. And I should have used thick Whisper White, and I did not grab that, but it'll be okay. And then this is from paper pad. This is also going, not stain, it's Bright and Beautiful DSP. This is also not carrying over. And then this is 5.25 by 4. So we're gonna put this on. So I've kind of cut everything out, and this lady that made this card, she did such a cute card. She did actually, she was making a card. Their colors were our ASU colors. So their high school colors were the ASU colors, which I thought was super cute. Okay, so this black piece is 5.25 by 1 3/4. And so I am going to wait to put that on. So I cut out grad using the alphabet a la mode. And what I did was I put, we have foam adhesive, and so that way I didn't have to try and glue each of these pieces. So I put the foam adhesive on the back of this, and then I put the word grad on there, and then we're going to pull these apart and put grad on this black piece. And I am not actually quite sure. I don't use this foam adhesive very much, but she did use it, and I thought that's a great idea because, let me show you what I'm doing here. Because then that way it'll be so much easier to put it on here. The first time I did this, I did it backwards. So that shows you how much I don't use this adhesive stuff, but it is great. Plus, it gives you, so the foam adhesive is kind of like dimensionals, which is nice because now it'll be raised on here. So I'm gonna put this out. And I'll take the backing off here in a minute as soon as I get this all off of here. All right, my A didn't cooperate much, but I'll fix that. And the D came out, so. All right, here we go. Let me get the little pieces out of here. Yeah. It's all sticky. All right, so let me move that over there. Unstick this. So then it's sticky on both sides, which is nice. Although it's pretty sticky, so it sticks to your fingers too. We're going to do that. But just makes it easier. I don't have to try and put the glue on there. Okay, but I want that R. There we go. I want my A. Maybe this A will come apart better once I peel this piece of paper off of here. Yep. That's better. Okay, and then my D. You can make this a birthday card too, because I'm going to use some balloons. So you can always make this a birthday card instead of just a graduation card. You could put birthday, happy birthday, do all kinds of things. Or if you don't want to put grad, put the year. All right, so now we're going to, I'm going to just glue this down. Okay. It should just fit on there. Okay, there we go. All right, so then I cut out some balloons. So I stamped the image first. And I stamped it with the same color paper, but then I stamped black so you could see like the little like stars and stuff that match. So we're gonna have the balloon. Right. Well, that just, I should have moved that over. I didn't plan this, of course, as you can see. And then I also used a die for the smaller balloon, and I stamped "You Did It," and I embossed it with white embossing paper paste. And so this is not working out how I want this to work out. Okie dokies. Oh, actually, well, we're going to do it this way. It'll be fine. Okay, so where is my blue tassel? Oh, I have a blue tassel somewhere. My white tassel. Oh, here it is. All right, so I'm going to poke out my blue tassel. So I ran the tassel through the embossing machine and I put the backing on this tassel. But the white tassel, I just ran through the embossing machine with no backing, and I'm just going to put a dab of glue. But that is not going to fit through there, so that's not going to work. So the blue one's going to have to be the one we're going to put there. Maybe I'll put both of them on there. Alrighty. Let's see what. Should have moved my lettering over so that they both fit there. Righty. All this out here. It's all shrapnel. Okay. Peel the backing off. Let's see if we can't still get all the shrapnel. There we go. Peel the backing off. All right, let's see if we can't lay this out. Right. How do I want this to be? We can put this like this. Yep, there we go. That's how we're going to do that. There we go. Sometimes you just have to play with it a little bit. See where you want things to go. All right. Do I need any more shrapnel gone? No. So all right, so I'm going to put dimensionals on my balloons. My goodness, everything's sticking wrong. All right, so let's stick this back down there. All right, fine. Just not cooperating with me is what you're doing. Just having those nights. Okay, and then I'm going to just glue the white one. I wanted it up underneath there, but it's going to be on top. Okay. There we go. And then I cut out a star from the balloon. It had a little star, it has a big star and a little star. I'm gonna put the little star right here. And I'm going to, it has it's a shiny, I cut it out of the gold shiny, but the back side is not shiny, so I can use glue. No, I'm going to put a dot. I'm going to raise it up. Used a lot of dimensionals this time. One will work perfect. And I'm going to put this like this. There we go. All right. Just, oh, ow. Okay. And I think, so I got out the colored dots to put on the card. Or should I use black dots? What do you think? Black dots or colored dots? The color that matches. Should I use black dots? Those might just blend in there. Let's see. Let me look at my black dots. No, I think maybe I'll put black dots, because black dots will not just blend in. Black dots will like color dots, not color dots. Okay, not black dots, not the color dots. Okay, let's do the dark. Let's do dark ones then. So let's do. There, right there. Yep, the dark ones don't blend in, so that does look good. So yeah. Yeah, the dark dots don't blend in, so that's why I picked the dark ones, and that way they don't blend. So yeah, so I think that will be a cute card to give to a little girl. Her colors were this color, or I would have done a little girly card, like a pink card, but the school colors were, she had a white gown on and she had this color for her actually one of her tassels was this color. So this was her school colors, but I think this will be really cute for me to send to her, and I'll put a little saying on the inside. So, but I think that'll be really cute to send to her for her little preschool graduation. So, but it was really, I was so torn as to what card to do, but I think I'm going to send this to my nephew's son. And to get these angles I struggled with this card. So for me to do it, to go and make a live out of this, it was going to take me forever. And so I just struggled and struggled, but this is really going to be a really cute card for me to send to them. So I'll go ahead and send this, but for me to do a live on this card was going to just be really difficult for me to do, but she did a really good job. She actually made, this lady made several cards, and she made it look so easy. So she must make several envelope cards. I just was having such a hard time with it. So And then lots of people have made these kinds of cards, and it was super cute. And I could do this, I could duplicate this and make it different. So what I also thought of was spelling out class 2024 and putting this saying on the inside, so taking this off. So I could do a couple of different things with this if I have any more graduations coming up. So, but I thought I'd send this to the little girl. So I thought that'd be, well, to the grandparents. I know the grandparents, so I thought that'd be really cute. But I don't know if we got any more. I don't think I have any more graduations in the family, but I thought, well, I shouldn't say that. My daughter graduated again from college. She took some more college classes, and I am more than proud of her. She took 2 more classes, got her master's, and is raising 3 children and working a full-time job. So she graduated with a master's. So definitely proud, proud, proud mama. So yeah, she did graduate. She is actually going to go to Washington, D.C. and walk the stage and get her diploma. So absolutely proud of her. So I do have another graduation, but that is amazing for her to do that. So, yes, so proud of her. Yes, Mom, I know we are. We're all proud of her, aren't we? Still, I just can't believe that. I mean, to get your first degree, none of us. She's the first person in the whole entire family that's gone to college. So that was first thing, first proud. And then this one is just amazing, anyway. So yeah, but just absolutely beaming. Anyway, so we are having our sale. So if you need anything, now's a good time to get something. If you want any help looking at what's on sale, and if you need anything, let me know. We are having lots of sales because we're clearing out. Clearance rack is what it's called. We're clearing out stuff because some stuff is not going to the new catalog. So just let me know. If you need anything else, help with anything else, please feel free to let me know. Reach out to me. Otherwise, I will see you next week, next Monday. Thanks so much for joining me. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know. Again, thank you. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.